Hello to everyone watching. Welcome back to my Sonic Omens any percent no pause buffer guide. Today we're going to look into episode 4, Shadow of Water, which includes G.U.N Arsenal, Moldy Jungle, and the boss, the Vortex. As always, there's going to be timestamps for all the levels and other important links in the description below, like the link to the playlist if you want to watch all of the episodes all together. And of course, there's also my input display at the bottom right corner where you can see what inputs I'm making. So without further ado, let us get into the first shadow level here, going into G.U.N Arsenal. So, real quick to kind of explain the important things about Shadow. So Shadow's dash, or Shadow's quick step, sorry, is different than Sonic's. So something you just have to keep in mind is whenever you quick step, you can't quick step from standing still. You have to be moving. And quick step happens immediately. Meaning, for example, for the capsules, the timing is a little bit different than for Sonic. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, you boost here. You quick step here to grab 2 of these if you can. Then you make your way over here. And now we're going to start using Shadow's abilities. And really the most important thing to remember is that Chaos Blast uses about 70% of your meter. And it is a very big radius, of course. Chaos Spear is usually used for getting boost from enemies while you're boosting, so you can regain a little bit of boost since resources are so important. Chaos Control is basically no use, don't worry about that. And Chaos Dash is the one you're going to use the most, so you want to make sure that Chaos Dash is the one you usually have on as your backup. In case you fall down, you can use Chaos Dash to kind of save yourself, so it's very important in that regard. And of course, as you know, you can go forwards or you can go upwards with Chaos Dash. But there's 2 ways to go upwards with it. And it is either to press down the middle mouse button. Is my input display not showing? It is not, but we're just going to fix that. Boom, there we go. And I just need to get my stuff. There we go. Okay, good. So the middle mouse button. Or you can actually also just jump and then use Chaos Dash. This means that if you are jumping, you need to remember that your Chaos Dash is going to go upwards. And if you want to go forwards after jumping, you need to delay your Chaos Dash a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, we're just going to defeat these enemies here because I need the meter here. Let's see here. Boom. Get a little mini meter here. That. Yeah, there you go. Good. So, boom. Normally, when you get into this room, I'll just quickly show if I restart here or respawn. Normally, what you do in this room is, let me just see. Is it still? I think it's. Is it still? Yeah, it respawns. Good. So what you do normally in this room is you take a spring, you land up here. You land on top of this, you walk off, Chaos Blast, change to Chaos Dash, that kills all the enemies, then you homing attack this, go upwards with Chaos Dash, and then you go here. And then you can just Chaos Dash up here and get up there. And it really doesn't matter if you use 2 Chaos Dashes or use 1 Chaos Dash, you can use 2 if you want, because really all that matters is that you get up there. And the second you get up here anyway, you have a capsule here that respawns that just gives you full meter, so you don't need to worry about that. And so on a note for this specific section, there is a camera trigger that, like, you know, changes the camera. We're going up here. Sometimes you are unlucky and the camera gets stuck. If the camera gets stuck, just instantly restart the level because there is no way to get rid of that camera bug other than restarting the level. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, you go here. You go over to these enemies. Boost them or attack them. I recommend taking those 3 enemies there because if you take 2 of them and then try to jump up here, you're just going to home ins on this one. So just take those 3 enemies. Generally in this level, you want to take as few enemies you can as possible because you don't need, you know, to take out that many enemies. You just need to make sure you always have boost on you. It's all about resource management. When we go through the level, when I go through the level as you normally would intended to go through the level, that is when you can kind of see, like, you know, how like the routing is. So I kind of did that a little bit too, what do you call it, like autopilot. But just quickly to explain what's going on here, you want to do cast dash up here. You can either you can either go on the rail and, you know, end over here, and, you know, that's the easiest way, or you can take it this way and then you can jump off here, homing attack this enemy if you can homing attack this enemy. It's a little bit tight, but you don't want to use meter. But if you can homing attack this enemy, you can also go up here. And if done perfectly, like if done really fast, it is actually faster. I think I'm gonna need some meter, so I'm just gonna go down and get some meter to show the next part off here. There you go. So for the next section here, you want to make sure you have 2 chaos dashes left for this section here. So you want to go here and then go on this side, and then you can chaos dash up here. And if you mess this up, just take the elevators as you normally would. But yeah, you want to be around around this area here. Around here. So you take the spring, and then around here, this is where you want to chaos dash up. And keep holding down the middle mouse button, or because if you like jump and then do a chaos dash and then do a chaos dash again, the first one's gonna go up, the second one is gonna go forward. You don't want that to happen. So I'd recommend just holding down the middle mouse button, use both chaos dashes, and after you've used both chaos dashes, that's when you want to release your middle mouse button. Anyway, we're just gonna respawn to make our way up here. Once you are here, you wanna take these 2 guys out, boost, take this guy out to refill some boost. You can take this guy out and then take this guy out. Then you come here, and you can take this capsule here if you want. If you don't have any boost, you can just slide jump boost, but what you want to keep in mind is you want to hit this enemy here. You want to go to this enemy and do Chaos Blast. And you want to make sure that you're not too much to the right, because you want to kind of like be a little bit to the left, but not also all the way to the left. But you want to be not too much right, because what you want to do is you want to kill every single enemy except this guy. Then you boost to him, kill him, and then the door opens immediately. If this guy dies, the only drone that's going to be alive is this one over here. It's always going to be this one. So, if you mess up and you kill this one, just remember that it's this one over here. This is the drone that's going to be alive. So then you just go back to this drone and you know, attack that drone. But otherwise, you hit this guy, Chaos Blast. Then you use the boost to get over here, boom, and that's the room. When you get up here, you slide under here, boost here, kill these guys. You can boost, and if you're lucky, you can make it up here. Otherwise, you know, you can use your Chaos Dash here. When you're on this rail, you normally don't have any boost meter left. And if you don't have any boost meter left on this rail, something to note real quick. So, slide jump boost, which we've been doing a lot of times now, you can actually do that on rails. So, if you just do the inputs for a slide jump boost, you instantly have boost on a rail. It only works once, however. If you try to do it again, it won't work. You'll have to jump and then land on the rail again. So you can like do it like that. You see? Alright. When you get here, I'm just going to pause. When you get around here, you see this pillar here? This pillar here, when you're around where this pillar is here, there's a spring behind here. I'm just going to pause. You're going to be able to see it. Okay, no, not yet. There. You see the spring there. So the pillar is here, right? And the spring is up there. What you want to do is you want to jump from the pillar around like here, so you have height. So around here, you want to jump off, and then aim up at this spring here, and then homing attack it. And that skips a giant portion of the level. So if you just see that in action here, it looks like this. Bang. It's gonna take some practice. It's a little bit awkward at first, and you gotta know where the spring is and when to jump off and stuff like that. But with practice, you're gonna get it down. From there, you just boost all the way here. And there you go. That is the level complete. So, let's quickly show how this level is played fast. This level is very heavy on execution, so it's going to take a lot of practice to get a fast gun arsenal. But once you get it down, it isn't too bad. It's just about managing your resources. There's heavy focus on resource management, especially because with Shadow in general, there's a lot of resource management, considering that you have the chaos abilities. Attack this guy, attack this guy, attack this guy. Do a slide jump boost. There we go. Use the dash to get over here. Or that was not a slide jump boost, but just like if you double tap slide for some reason that works there. I don't know why exactly, but it does. Boost here. Get these two in the middle. Boom. Nice. Go over here. 1, 2. Up here. Hit the box. Hit the spring. Hit these two enemies. Hit this eye. Yeah, I gotta hit them. Sometimes you can avoid hitting him, but sometimes you just gotta hit him. Attack this drone. Chaos Blast. Boost. Attack this guy down here. Change to Chaos Dash just to make sure you have Chaos Dash in case something happens. Remember, you have 0 rings here, so do not get hit here. If you get hit, it's game over. Go over here. Hit this guy. Boom. There we go. Very nice. I actually have boost there from hitting that enemy. Get up there. And there you go. That is G.U.N Arsenal. Takes practice, but eventually you're going to be able to do it. Also, make sure to remember that you can Chaos Dash into gold rings, and it's actually faster because you immediately teleport over there. However, if you're very unlucky, Chaos Dash can actually like teleport you under the gold ring and you miss it. So try to space yourself so that you hit the gold ring and you don't go past it. But yeah, that is G.U.N Arsenal, the introduction to Shadow. Coming up is Moldy Jungle, which is a pretty hard stage because there's a really hard skip in this level, but we're going to talk about it. So, boost up here. When you get around this area here, you want to jump because you want to land over on this platform, but if you're too far away, you're going to bonk. If you're too far away, you're going to bonk. If you're too close, you're also going to not just make it. So, what you want to do is just land over here however you can, and you can either land here or here, and then make your way over here and attack this. I'll show how it looks fast when we go through the level again. Here, if you want some extra boost, which can be good, you can equip Chaos Spear and then use Chaos Spear as you're boosting here to attack these enemies. And then here you want to like try to homing attack as few things as possible, mainly just the enemy, and then get over to this spring here. And then you want to go here, and then you wait, and then you double jump here to avoid taking the loop. Get up on this rail. Get these capsules here. These capsules fill up your boost meter quite a lot. And this is the first part of the skip. So you want to go over here to this tree trunk here. And you want to use as little as your boost as possible for this trick here, because you're going to need as much resources as possible. This trick is heavy on resources. If you mess up this trick and you die, you will respawn back at the first checkpoint. Instead of restarting there, just immediately restart because you won't have enough resources to do it a second time. Unless, like, your most important resource is the Chaos Dash. If you don't have Chaos Dash, you can't do this trick. So you're really going to need Chaos Dash. So you jump here, you try to hug this wall, really hug this wall because that makes you go further. Get over here, land on this platform. Get these rings, get this guy. Make your way over here, and this is where the trick begins. And the most important thing is having Chaos Dash and a little bit of boost. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out of bounds. We're going to boost from this tree trunk here. We're going to jump. And we're going to make our way through a gap here. Hello, this is G.U.N from the future speaking here to give you actual correct information since I said something wrong in the video here. So the gap that you want to go through in this wall here is highlighted on the screen right now. I'm not entirely sure where the gap starts and where it ends, but if you do manage to land on the invisible wall where the gap is, you can boost off of that. But in this guide, I only like jump through the wall, and you'll see that where I'm jumping is also where I'm highlighting right now. So just aim for around that spot, and you'll be good. But otherwise, my main suggestion is just to make sure that you wait with double jumping until you're through the gap or right at the end of the gap, like you've gone through the hole in the walls there that we're gonna jump through. That is how you usually make it over to the other side where you need to go to have enough resources to be able to make it over there. Just wanted to quickly say that, and with all that being said, back to the video. So we're going to get a little bit of run up here. Going to do a boost, jump, and boom, make it through. Now you want to use Chaos Dash and boost and make your way over here. This is the backup, at least. This is, or not backup, but this is like, the safe, easy way to do it. Is you can go up on this hill, and you can boost up this hill, and you can jump from this hill, and then you can make your way over here, and then you can, it doesn't really matter how you navigate yourself out of bounds here. You just want to make sure that you get over to this area. You can also, if you have enough resources, enough boost, and you have godlike movement, you can just make it here immediately from that skip. What matters is you land here, and you activate, you know, this part here, where you see the O2. You actually don't need to see the O2. Sometimes you don't get to see the O2, but as long as you land in this area where I am right now, the area I'm running around in right now, as long as you land in here, you hit the trigger to load the rest of the level. If we didn't hit this trigger, there's a lot of the level that's coming up that wouldn't load, including boost capsules, so it's way slower to do that. Now you want to go over here, and then you can land on this if you want to, and then you can boost jump through here, this gap. And then you want to homing attack onto this rail, slide jump boost, homing attack this rail, slide jump boost. Make your way over here to these rings. Get this guy. And get these. And here you got kind of a couple of options you can do. You just boost past, and if you get that last one, since it's on the left side, it's usually faster just to take the rings. But if you have a lot of boost, you don't need to take the last boost capsule here. You can just jump on the right side here. And you can do a little bit of a skip here, where you can boost from this tree trunk. And jump and make all the way to the cavern here at the end, as I'm doing right now. Which can be faster. But as mentioned, because that the capsule for the boost capsule is on the left side, usually if you don't have enough boost left, you're just going to hit these immediately, and that's also fine. Keep in mind that this will make you take damage, so avoid landing on this. And then from there, you just make your way here, and if you lose boost, you just do a slide jump boost, and you can, you know, do it again. And then here you can boost and jump over the spring, and here's the gold ring, and you can just, you know, chaos dash into it. So that's Moldy Jungle, and it looks much easier than it actually is. This is going to probably take you a bunch of tries. The skip is, it's very finicky, but you just have to practice, get the timing down for where you are, and, you know, also it's just practice of making sure you use as few resources as possible. Really a good way to think about this game is sometimes you don't need to hold boost, you just need to tap boost in order to get momentum, especially when you jump from something. So, resource management is super important in this level. Alright, let's show how this looks. I'm going to boost here. I'm going to jump here. As you see there, I bonked because I jumped too early. So we're going to do that again. That was a good example of why you don't do that. So you wait here. There we go. That's more like it. You jump here. And you homing attack that. And if you miss it, like I did there as well, that's again. Either you land on the second platform, or you can land on the second platform like this and do it. That's probably the easiest thing. There we go. Also, where these enemies spawn is like random. Like either they're going to be close to each other, or going to be far away from each other. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, just gonna deal with it. Then I'm going to go here. Use a quick thing. I think that was kind of futile. Go here. I don't have any boost left, so I'm just going to land down on this path here. Jump, dash, and jump, and then I can land here, and then boom, go up there. One slide jump boost here. Jump here. Get this guy. Boost up here. Stop boosting. You see how little boost I used there? Very, very good. Then you land on the tree trunk. Boost, jump here, hug the wall. Say my double jump, and double jump. Get this guy. Boost. Stop my boost so that I don't go too far. Boost again. Go up. Land here. Boost up. Jump. Get momentum. Get over here. And that was kind of annoying, but it's fine. I made it. Land down here to trigger the rest of the level. Make my way over here. It's fine if that happens. You can still make it. You can also still make it here, technically speaking. You just want to make your way over here to this rail. Boost jump. Boost jump. Go here. Land down here. And I'll try to do the skip. I have enough to do it, so I can just do it here. Boom, like that. There we go. Boost jump. Not enough speed. There we go. Boom. And that's the level. And as mentioned, looks much similar to this. It's gonna take some practice. But once you practice it, once you get it down, it becomes doable. But it can be a run killer, even for people like me, it's still a run killer. So, yeah. Just practice. Learn to control your resources. And if you manage to do that, then you can get through Moldy Jungle. So, with Moldy Jungle done, we're going to move on to the first Shadow boss. And this boss is pretty annoying. Going to try to explain some stuff about it, but not going to go too in-depth because we'll be here all day. But quickly to mention, just real quick, attack patterns are RNG, except if you're far away, it's just like the what do you call it? If you're far away, it's like if you're far away, it's like what the fuck? Oh, it's weird. Okay, if you're far away, it's like Egg Dragoon or Dragoony Zero, where that he's going to throw acid at you, just like that, right? So that's like Dragoony Zero. But otherwise, his close-up attacks is random. And the one thing to keep in mind in this boss is that when he does his scream, you cannot attack him, but you can still damage him with Chaos Blast. So usually what we do is want to trigger his scream, and then we want to do Chaos Blast. Don't be too high above his head. If you're too high above his head, it's not going to hit. If you're behind him, it's not going to hit. If you're too much on the side, it's not going to hit. You want to be in front of him where this hitbox is for the scream. The scream is like kind of in front of him. That's where you want to be and do the Chaos Blast to damage him. Also, try to have one ring on you at all times as possible, because this boss is very annoying. It's going to keep hitting you. And otherwise, you know, for this first phase here, make sure that you get oxygen if the fight takes too long and you're dying of oxygen, you know. But if you do it fast enough, you don't have to worry about oxygen. But do keep in mind that oxygen is a thing that exists in this first phase here. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's just show here how it works. So you attack the boss, and you get attacked. This is very annoying. You might do the shot here. There we go. Wait here, and then Chaos Blast. As you can see, that damages him. And you kind of just want to always keep hitting him and like maneuver yourself around him. You see my oxygen is going low, so I'm just going to go get some oxygen. This attack is the worst attack. This is the one you really want to avoid because it's super slow and it's super bad. But it's RNG as mentioned. So we just attack him. Yeah, this is the route. Let's talk about the route real quick. So you attack him and then you keep going to the right. Something to mention real quick that I didn't mention is that there are 2 red capsules in this stage. So what you want to do is go to the right, and then when you have used Chaos Blast, go down, get the tech capsule, then turn around again, Chaos Blast, and then he should die. Then you get the capsule, and then you can either Chaos Dash up, or not Chaos Dash, or Chaos Blast. And you can take the spring that's right next to you. After you take this one, it's right next to you. And then you can take the spring, Chaos Dash up, and then hit a spring right above you. Sorry. Oh. So yeah, that's the path. Let me just real quick show it. I'm trying to be a little fast here to go through this because I already recorded this episode, but it ended up being an hour long, and I decided, okay, that's way too long for a tutorial. So we're just going to do this, then hit the second thing here. This is not really going as planned. I'll try again just to quickly show how the actual pattern looks. This boss is very annoying though. It's very hard to make it consistent and make it look, you know. That's bad. Okay, that was really nice. And then you go up here. So you take this spring here. You're next here to this. And then you can either take this without full meter, so it doesn't matter. You take the spring, you Chaos Dash up to this spring. You take this spring, take this spring, take this spring, take this spring, and then here you just boost. You don't need to take any of these, and you can just jump from this hill and make your way over here. And for this section here, if you go right or left, we don't really know exactly which one's the fastest, but I think the fastest is the right one. So you can try to copy the movement that I'm gonna do here, which is just boost, land on this, jump from this, get over on this rock here, boost here, hit these things. You don't actually need to, you don't need to homing attack them all the time. You can kind of bounce on them by just, you know, hitting them with your hurt box. So I like maybe homing attacking some, you know, just for good manner, just sure make sure you're still alive. So then you go over here, Go here. And then here. And then something to note is once you get to second phase here, you can't actually attack him until he's done his little intro, so you might as well go get that one. If you have enough meter for Chaos Blast, wait with getting that one, because that one is not going to respawn, so you want to make sure you have a backup in case something goes wrong, you know. So then you just jump in here, and then now you can attack him. That attack is very annoying, where he's like kind of putting his hand above him. That's where he's kind of like, you know, trying to wave you off. That is a really annoying attack. So just do this. Try to avoid him while attacking him. When he does this here, Chaos Blast. And now you can homing attack or whatever you want to do. However, if you manage to... oh god, I restarted the whole boss. If you manage to get the boss down to its health where it's right before... I'll show it here in this one. Where it's right before 2 hits will kill it. Just do Chaos Blast, because Chaos Blast is instantly going to finish him. And it can be faster in some situations to do that, especially because if you save Chaos Blast, you're able to finish him during a scream, which normally would lose your time. So, that's pretty much it. One thing to mention that's also pretty funny, up here, somewhere out of bounds, there's actually a goal ring that's put there by the devs to just access and beat the boss. But we don't know how to actually be able to get out. Like, we can't clip out of bounds yet. But if anybody wants to volunteer to help with finding a way to do that, that would be very nice, because it would be a pretty cool skip in case it could happen. Because the gold ring's out there, we just need to figure out how to do it. All right. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let us just restart and get going with showing how this boss is done. And I say that I'm about to get wrecked probably, but I'm just gonna try to show it. And attacks. There we go, got him, as you see. So now I just go this way. Yeah, be careful, he's still active with his hurt box there. This boss is jank. I guess you can say the second he attacks or does anything, you can Chaos Blast. Be careful, I have 0 rings, that's what we're kind of careful about. That should hit him. There we go, nice. Hit the spring. I almost died there, but I didn't. There we go. Go here. Go here. You usually have to take the, unless you take the extra capsule that's down there and you somehow don't use your meter, you need to take the capsule when you get up here, because you just barely have 1 bar, not enough for the Chaos Blast. As you can see, if I change the Chaos Blast, it's not glowing, so I need to take this in order to be able to do Chaos Blast. So I wait here, and now I go up here, and boom. Attack him, attack him, attack him. Be careful, that's an annoying attack, but it's fine. And then, okay, I almost got to show it off. I'll do a little run for the boss again, just to kind of show it again. Last time. Yeah, use it here. Stomp, you can stomp here and then attack him. Stomping is a quick way to get down on the ground. And I think that might send him. Nope, not yet. There we go. So, get this. Go up there. Boom, there we go. Around the same time as before. If you're really fast, you can get about 18 seconds for that section. So go over here, double jump, get this guy. There we go. Wait. Now attack him. Be careful, that attack is really annoying. Make sure you always have 1 ring on you, because otherwise that can happen, what just happened there. There's a lot of bullshit that can happen. So make sure you always have 1 ring on you. Boom. Yeah, unfortunately, showing this boss that like in a fast manner is kind of weird, because this boss is like very weird and annoying and very hard to avoid attacks from sometimes. But I'll quickly want to show where the health bar is for where you want to do Chaos Blast, because that is pretty important to be able to remember. Okay, this is it. If you notice where his health meter is here, this is the health meter that you want to memorize. When the health meter is here, at this level here, this is where one Chaos Blast is going to take him out. Boom. There you go. So that's what's important to remember. And with all that, that's going to do it for episode 4 of my Sonic Omens 80% no pause buffer guide. So, those are the first shadow stages so far in the category. And next time we're going to start here on United Railroad and look into that. But for now, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope it was helpful. And make sure to check all the important links in the description and the link to the playlist, for example, where you can see how to, or where you can see all the episodes for the guide. And also, there's links to our speedrun.com or speedrun.com leaderboards and our speedrun Discord server for this game. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next episode. And for now, that is G.U.N out.